Brock Lesnar beat The Undertaker. I have to go into the garbage now.
This is the worst thing that's ever happened. Fuck you, Bork.
I am a worm. I am a worm. It smells bad. It smells bad. Oh God, I hate smarks. I hate them. And you know what? I understand why the WWE has such a contempt for the hardcore wrestling fans in the audience. I really do, because you people are awful. You're stupid. You're blind to the obvious, and you're so self-righteous and wrapped up in your own insane little world in your head where you know everything. You can't see the forest for the trees. And Jesus Christ, the reactions that I'm seeing from people who should know better and should understand are blowing my mind, but I'll get to all that later. WrestleMania 30, it was good. It was fucking great. It was, oh my God, let me tell you something. Oh man, so I have a tradition around the old footwear household. I have a tradition every year at WrestleMania. I have a huge bash with whoever will show up. Usually it's just me. Usually it's nobody. Usually it's me drinking alone is what I'm saying. Every WrestleMania, I get drunk and I watch WrestleMania because that's the best way to really get the full effect of wrestling, I find. You watch wrestling week to week and you complain about stuff and you go, this is dumb and that's dumb and this should have been there and this guy should have been booked. That typical fan shit. But when it's WrestleMania, and it's once a year, and it's an event, I feel like it should be enjoyed, and the best way to enjoy it, for me, is to get completely hammered. And I'm not saying, it's fucking so cool to be drunk, and I can't have fun unless I'm drunk. That's not what I'm saying at all, but I'm saying that when it comes to my very favorite fake sport, pro wrestling, being a little bit drunk helps me believe. If that makes sense, it dulls the smarkiness in me when I'm fucking pounding them back. I'm not sitting there going, well, why did this happen? Why wasn't this booked this way? I don't do that. It makes me a child again, and I can just be like, oh my God, look at that shit, wow. And usually I'll be honest, the same thing happens every year. I start drinking. I'm super duper excited for WrestleMania, and I'm all pumped, and I start drinking during the first match, and usually by the end of it, I'm completely passed out, and I usually miss the last match completely. But not this year. Hey everybody, welcome to the 4th annual Jesse Wood WrestleMania Bash. Woo! I'm in a bit of a pissy mood. I've had a bad day. I've had a real bad day. I got my booze. This better be the best WrestleMania ever. Breathe. Oh. This was the best WrestleMania ever. Really, maybe not the absolute end-all, be-all best. Maybe my memory is a little fuzzy. Maybe I'm still caught up in the rush of it all. But it was really damn good. It was definitely the best in many, many years. Okay? Certainly better than the last couple that I can't remember a WrestleMania in the last 10 years that was this good. It was perfect. Everything, the whole show was amazing, and it was, full of shocking surprises, big moments that you remember forever, and totally, it was great, okay? I'm just gonna go down the whole fucking thing. The show starts off, and Hulk Hogan comes out, fucking cuts a promo. Hulk Hogan is out there for 2 minutes, and he immediately botches his promo completely. He calls it the Silver Dome when they're not. They're in the Superdome. He does it twice. It was the funniest. It was cute. I fucking love the Hulkster. He comes out there. He botches. The audience wasn't even mad. They didn't even care. It's the fucking Hulkster. What a perfect way to start WrestleMania 30 than by Hulk Hogan botching a promo completely and saying the name of the wrong building. Then Stone Cold comes out. Then they're both in there. Then the fucking Rock comes out, and nobody saw that coming. We knew Stone Cold was there. We knew he was going to be something. Nobody knew the Rock was there. Nobody. That was the first big, mark out surprise of the night. Holy shit. So you got the Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan all in the ring together. The 3 biggest dudes ever. The 3 pillars. The only thing, if I could have had a 4th guy in there, I don't know, Randy Savage, but he's dead. These were the 4 guys, the 3 guys. It was the perfect way to start WrestleMania 30. It was absolutely awesome. Then that was great. First match, Hulk Hogan. Not the first. Daniel Bryan fought Triple H the first match for that whole thing. Of course, Daniel Bryan won. It was a great match. It was really good match. Everything, Triple H put D-Bry over clean. And fucking Stephanie. Stephanie McMahon is so great, and she's so fucking beautiful. She's such a babe, and just not even just the way she looks, but the way she carries herself, like some kind of just power-hungry psycho bitch. It's hot. It's sexy. I want her to fucking... I want her to slap me. I want her to yell at me. I want her to fucking step on my balls with her high heels. I'm in love with her. I'm in love with Stephanie McMahon. She's great. But that whole match was awesome. She's yelling. That was great. What was the next match? I don't fucking remember. Okay. The Shield fought the New Age Outlaws. Totally squashed them. That was fucking awesome. I don't care what anyone says. The Shield should have had a longer match. That match sucked. It was too short. The Shield... Shut the fuck up. The Shield fucking looked like $1 million. They came out and squashed these fucking veterans clean. What more do you want? You fucking idiots complain that they don't put the new guys over enough, right? They're not building up. And then the fucking Shield comes out and squashes these old veterans. And you still fucking... The match wasn't gonna give me a fucking... God damn, suck a dick. I hate wrestling fans. I really do. I mean, you just can't... You just can't enjoy it. You can't let yourself enjoy anything. You're psychos. It's... I was just watching a Wrestling Jesus video, and I love Wrestling Jesus. He's great. And he fucking... he's a fucking retard, just like me. But he had the fucking best nugget of gold. He's like, you people live in some kind of fucked up wrestling negativity bubble. That's just the perfect way to put it. That you people really do. I can't, But anyways, the match after that was a 30-man whatever. It kind of was a clusterfuck in the beginning, and we all expected the 30-man memorial battle to be a clusterfuck. But it had some great moments. Kofi did a crazy spot like he always does. There was this great spot where the Big Show was about to beat up Rey Mysterio, and he's just like, nah. And then the fucking... Oh, man, Antonio. That fucking... Mirroring the Andre Slam from WrestleMania 3. Antonio Cesaro. Our new guy who's so over based on his fucking athletic incredibility. Incredibility? That's not a word. Just based on his fucking athleticism alone has gotten so over. And you people still think they're not building up the new guys. Are you fucking retarded? Are you not watching the same shit? Antonio fucking slammed Big Show out of the ring. And not even slammed him. Held him up there. It was incredible. I marked out like a fucking little kid. It was great. And I was already drunk, so of course I was marking out for everything like a little kid. But it was fucking great. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt. I'll give you that one. You know, not so much that the match was bad, just that the story being told in the match, it was for kids. It was the match for kids on the card, and I don't begrudge them for that. That's actually, I think, a better spot for John Cena to be in now than anywhere else he could have possibly been. I mean, we're all sick of him in the title picture, right? We're all sick of, like, the era of Cena winning. So that's where Cena belongs. He needs to be the guy, not in the title picture, but the big hero to beat the evil bad guys, right? To beat the monster of the week. That should be how he's booked, and it was booked fine. I just thought the acting and the whole story, like, come on, John, hit me. This fucking, Return of the Jedi shit. Like, join the dark side. No, I can't do it. And the fucking ref was, you're better than this, John. That was fucking corny and cheesy and terrible. But it was for kids. What are you going to do? It wasn't a bad match by any means. Just not my cup of tea. I wasn't really paying attention to it. I was pretty fucking drunk by then, I think.
John Cena powers out on his shoulders. Again for Cena. Hook of the leg. He did it. Cena's legacy grows.
Oh, God. No.
John Cena trait. He stayed true to himself tonight.
There was some great moments in it, though. I love the spot where Cena came off the ropes and Bray was waiting for him, like fucking crabman walk. That was awesome. Yeah, so, whatever. Take it or leave it. Cena versus Wyatt, whatever. People are saying that, how's Wyatt gonna recover from getting squashed by Cena clean? Shut the fuck up. Bray Wyatt is... Here's the thing about wrestling fans. You get so lost in your own logic of like, if this person loses, it means he's getting buried, or it means his push is going to be derailed. Bray Wyatt's push is not going to be derailed. If anything, he's going to be feuding with Cena for a while, or just moving on to something else. Fucking... Look, here's how to tell if someone's been buried or not, okay? If someone's been legitimately buried. The next morning on Monday Night Raw, if you still care about Bray Wyatt, then he hasn't been buried. If the crowd is still fucking cheering for the Wyatts and giving them a babyface pop, even though they're heels, I think it's safe to say that that their push isn't going anywhere. They're fucking fine. Let them lose to Cena. Who gives a shit? The fucking kids need something too. We all say, this Cena shit is just for dumb little fucking kiddies. Well, weren't you a kid once too? Yes, wrestling is partly for children. That's fine. It's not the end of the world. Jesus. Do you people, I don't know, do you hate children? Do you want children to grow up jaded and miserable like we all are? I mean, come on, Jesus Christ. What the fuck was the next match? Undertaker and Brock. Undertaker and Brock. That was fucking great. The streak was fucking... they couldn't have sold that better, the streak ending. Brock wins just out of nowhere, and there's fucking silence. The announcers, the commentators shut the fuck up for once and just sold it with their silence. His music didn't even play for a minute. People were wondering if it was a mistake. That is perfect. That was the perfect way to end it, and the perfect place and time to end it too. WrestleMania 30, this big milestone. I can't think of a better place and time. And I'm not mad at all. People are... It shocks me that there are some people who can't see the forest for the trees on this, who can't understand the why. Undertaker is old, and The Undertaker was never going to go out with a perfect streak. He was always going to go out on his back. We all knew that, because he's The Undertaker. We just didn't know. It's just a matter of when. And the fact that it came now, especially considering the way they built it up, nobody saw it coming. I didn't see it coming. I was fucking legitimately shocked. Do you know how hard it is to legitimately shock me? I'm so genre savvy to wrestling at this point, and I was shocked. Okay? That is priceless to me. That alone is an important moment to me. What the fuck are these people yelling outside my goddamn fucking window while I'm trying to talk? God damn it! Oh, God. Oh, God! Jesus Christ. You wonder why I'm a fucking psycho, you know? Fucking trying to do my job here, and people are running around outside my fucking window talking and fucking yapping. Jesus Christ. What was I fucking even talking about? Undertaker and Brock, okay? The Undertaker's a professional. He respects the business. He was always going to go out on his back and do the job for somebody. It's just a matter of the right place and the right time for it to happen. And this was the right time. The dude looked like he is ready to take a fucking nap. You know, he's old and he wants to take naps. And I'm completely fucking jarbled right now. Jesus Christ. Hey, what am I fucking doing? Oh God, no one's even gonna watch this. Ugh, fuck it. Ugh. I can't believe people are complaining about this. I mean, I understand if you're like, if you're really into the fictional aspect of it, like, you know, oh, I have this sentimental attachment to the Undertaker. I don't want to see him go. I understand that, but it's just the smarks who are so fucking like desperate to shit on this, even though it was amazing. And you can say that the match was, you know, slow and not the best Taker match ever. But obviously, the dude's getting slower, and it's not like he had Shawn Michaels. But, you know, you could say the match was slow, or whatever, but the fact is, the end of the match made the match a 5-star, just on its own. And you can say, well, you can't say that. The match, if you can say, if The Undertaker hadn't have lost, everyone would be saying that match was shitty. Well, yeah, but he did lose, so it was great. It was... Yes, the moments matter, people. You can't look at the match in a vacuum and say the moment at the end matters more than the match itself. It really does. That's what wrestling is about. Moments, surprises, getting invested, and having your fucking ass blown out by how fucking crazy. That's what it's about. Maybe it's because I get drunk every year. That's why I'm able to understand these things and see it from this perspective and enjoy it. But you people, I don't know, you just watch it with this smart mentality of this is shit because God damn, you people, I hate you. I fucking hate you. I hate fandoms, man. Fans of anything are fucking insane. And it's like, you know, sometimes I feel like I'm just trapped in this cycling because it's like, you look at like all of the fandoms that have like the worst reputations, right? All of the worst fandoms of the worst people. You know, it's stuff like wrestling fans, bronies, gamers, comic book geeks, you know, all the worst fandoms. And I'm in the middle of all of them. Constantly surrounded by these. And that's why I'm a fucking deranged psychopath, okay? That's why I'm crazy. I can't... You fucking... I hate fans, man. I hate people. You people drive me fucking crazy. And I wish that I could just, like, ignore, like, the fandoms of everything. Ignore all the other fans and their crazy, asinine opinions. Just ignore everything and just watch the stuff that I like and enjoy it in a vacuum just by myself. But I can't, because unfortunately I review things on the internet for a living, so I have to be plugged in, and I have to know what's going on, and I have to interact with these psycho fucking fandoms. And I know that, and I'm not saying that I'm not a fucking psycho just like you. Look at me, I'm a fucking deranged, psychotic, bearded brony, and I love wrestling. I'm the craziest fucking weirdo there is, but even you people, drive me nuts. I mean, people are saying that it was a bad way for him to go out. What would have been a better way? What would have been better than completely shocking everyone on the grandest stage of them all, as they say. I mean, this Undertaker losing was literally the one thing that could have possibly happened tonight that I never would have predicted. No one thought, Brock. Did I already say that? I feel like I'm repeating myself. I don't even... Oh, man. But people are saying, oh, it shouldn't have been Brock, right? Because he's a part-timer. No, he isn't! He's been there for 2 years now. He's not going anywhere. You know what? People saying it shouldn't have been Brock. If it shouldn't have been Brock, then who? Who? What? Cesaro or Bryan? Like an up-and-comer? Is that what you're thinking? It should have been... Like, come on! Anyone who beat The Undertaker is going to be a heel the next night. For one thing, and for... It had to be Brock. There was no one else. Brock is one of the most amazingly gifted athletes in the history of the business. That is undisputable. He is the most legitimate star working full-time in the company, right? Maybe not completely full-time. He's the most legitimate star in the company, like outside of wrestling. And yes, that is important. And he's a fucking UFC champion. He's fucking Brock Lesnar. Like, what the fuck? Who else? And he's a fucking monster heel, and this gives him his credibility back, When Brock came back 2 years ago, it was a big deal, but they sort of botched it by having him lose. He lost to Cena. He lost to Triple H. This gives him back the credibility he needs if he's going to stay around for a while, and I think he is going to. And now, okay, let me drop this truth bomb on you right now, okay? Bryan won the title, right? The chase for him's over. What do you think is going to happen to Bryan? You think that he's going to get screwed, obviously, at some point, and he's going to lose the title, and, there is the issue of how do you keep people interested in Daniel Bryan now that he is the champion and now that the chase is over, right? That's a legitimate concern, because people will lose interest if there's no chase for the title for him. Well, guess what? This is how you do it. This is how you keep interest in Daniel Bryan now that he's champion, because now Brock Lesnar is the hottest fucking heel there is. He's a fucking monster, and he's got his legitimacy back. He's the streak ender, okay? He's cemented. And now Daniel Bryan has the greatest fucking Goliath story in front of him. It's going to keep Bryan interesting, and it's going to, this is what needed to happen on so many levels. It was a brilliant, smart fucking decision, and it blows my mind that you people can't see that people are saying it was a shitty way for it to end, and it shouldn't have happened. Give me a fucking break, god damn. No wonder Triple H comes out every week and cuts some smug promo making fun of the fans. You people deserve it if you think this way. It was an amazing moment, and if you couldn't get a kick out of it, then you're fucking dead inside, or you're more mental than I am. It's... Jesus Christ, man. It was great. It was fucking amazing. And I have no complaints at all. It was fucking fantastic. It was... Because here's the thing, like I said, every year I get drunk, so drunk that by the time the last match rolls around, I'm passed out and I don't remember the last match, right? During the entire Undertaker and Lesnar match, I was at that point of drunkenness. I was passing the fuck out. I was struggling to stay awake for this match, right? Like, trying to keep my eyes open, like, oh my god, I'm not going to make it to the main event. I'm going to miss Daniel Bryan. I'm going to fucking fall asleep, right? As soon as that fucking bell rang, though, and I heard my buddy next to me start screaming, no! What? That fucking jolted me right awake, okay? And I was awake for the rest of the night, and it... Just like the feeling of it sinking in, what had just happened and what I had just seen. It was really one of the best moments I can think of. It was amazing. It was perfect. And that's what it's all about, baby. The moments, man. Those moments are what it's WrestleMania's bread and butter. You need that. You know, it's not about, I mean, put your smarkiness aside, okay? Try to have that ability to put your smarkiness aside just for one night for WrestleMania, because that's what I try to do. All year I complain about the WWE. I say I point out when they're shitty. I criticize them because I love them. I criticize when the product sucks. All year, just like you, but on WrestleMania, a night that's important to me, I put the smarkiness on the shelf. And I put the internet fan fucking blind hate psychosis on the shelf. And I let myself become a kid again. And I let myself enjoy the moment. And that's what it's all about. And those moments are what I enjoy. Those moments are what blows my dick, in a good way. Just fucking...
It's bad.
His legacy. One of the greatest performers in WWE history.
Beautiful. And that's what really matters, So, and the show wasn't even over yet, I know I've gone on for hours now, just rambling, but there we go. I just watched the Taker match again, by the way, just now before I turned the camera back on. How great was Paul Heyman, man? Paul Heyman. Okay, I'm done gushing about the Taker match. I'm done. Next match was the Divas Battle Royal. Oh, the Divas Battle Royal. Oh boy. Here's the thing. All of the Divas are terrible besides AJ. No. You can't even deny that at this point. I mean, there are some that are okay, but okay shouldn't be what cuts... I mean... Ugh. Oh my god. Fucking Divas. I hate the Divas division. I fucking hate it. I hate the fact that they're even called Divas. It's just terrible. It's eye candy. It's a waste of fucking time. Most of these girls can't wrestle. They can't act. They can't do shit. And no one gives a shit, It's always treated like a bathroom break, so it's just worthless, Why is it the Divas title? What does that even mean, Divas title? It sounds like shit. It should be the women's title. They should be women, not divas. They should be actually competing and actually be good at what they do, and instead they get these fucking supermodel catty bitches to star on a reality show and fucking bitch slap each other all week, and they wonder why nobody fucking cares about the Divas. So I'm glad that AJ made it out of that, still with the title intact. She's the only diva on the roster who deserves to have the title. I hope she has it for a million years, or at least until the rest of the fucking division is allowed to step up. That's the other thing. They're not even allowed to step up. The Divas aren't even allowed to be good, because even a match like this, it was not a bad match. Not at all. There were cool spots. But they had to put something after the Taker match. They had to have a sacrificial lamb because they knew the crowd would be dead and there would be no wind in the sails whatsoever. So the Divas got the shaft because nobody gives a shit, right? And that's kind of sad. I like the idea. I actually like the idea of the women's match for the championship being before the main event, because it's like, if it's the women's championship, then, obviously it should be a big deal and it should be second only to the world championship, right? For the men's world championship. I like that. It's just that it's not the women's championship, it's the Divas championship, and the Divas suck cock, and nobody fucking cares, and management knows that nobody fucking cares, so they fucking put it after the Taker's match like a sacrificial lamb. The crowd was dead. Nobody in the crowd gave a shit. And there were cool spots. Natty did a cool thing, like teasing that she would do like a triple sharpshooter on three girls. That was cool. There was like a 4 suplex thing. The fucking Bellas were fighting each other. Someone dove on the ring onto everyone. There were cool spots in this match. It was not a bad match at all. It was good for a Divas match. But man, it's hard to care about something when nobody else does. The crowd was dead. They were fucking deflated from what they had just witnessed, and I don't blame them. I was deflated. Even the announcers were deflated. The announcers no-sold the entire Divas match. They crapped all over it. They didn't give a shit. It was some of the most awkward, horrible, stilted, bad announcing I think I've ever seen. Ever. I mean, I give them credit for selling the Taker match the way they did, for being respectful and silent during that. But the Divas match, they were still fucking deflated and silent. And, you know, this match could have been the best match ever, but there would have been no saving it. The spot that it was in, something had to be there in order to save the main event from having the crowd be deflated for that too, you know? It's all like the only other thing they could have done was to have like a bunch of clowns come out and just start blowing everybody in the audience and just sucking everyone's dick. That would have been the only way to recharge the crowd after the fucking expenditure of their energy that they just fucking had sapped from them from that amazing Taker finish. So the Divas match wasn't bad, but you know, no one gave a shit, so you fuck it. Oh boy, I've been going on for a while and I'm running out of batteries. I'm gonna recharge this camera and I'll get right back to you with my idiotic, incoherent, rambling, psycho thoughts on the last match, the main event, the Daniel Bryan, and hopefully I'll get this fucking shit filmed before Raw tonight, or it'll just be all completely fucking worthless by the time I upload it, which I'm sure it will, because that's the way I do things. What the fuck? By the way, forget strawberries, okay? This year, it's all about the mango-ritas. Haha! Oh man, this show is sponsored by Bud Light and Mountain Dew. Well, I've been going on for a while. I don't really feel like rambling any longer than necessary. Real quick, the last match, Daniel Bryan, the main event. Daniel Bryan, Randy Orton, Batista, everybody. Fantastic match. Exactly, you know, everything that it needed to be and then some. You know, D-Bry went home with the titles. Triple H got what he had coming to him. Everyone fucking... It was a really fucking good match. Man, everyone was great in it. Daniel Bryan was great. Randy Orton, fucking fantastic. Randy Orton, over the last 8 months or so since he won the title, has been the best he's ever been. He's fucking a joy to watch. And I never liked Randy Orton. I was never a Randy Orton fan until recently, just because he's been so fucking entertaining to watch recently, this whole latest heel run. Batista was even good. Batista wasn't, you know, gassed or out of breath or anything. Everyone in the match was put on stellar performance. Just Triple H was beyond fantastic all night. The dude, you know, I almost don't get the hate that he gets from, like, the online fans. Well, I get it because wrestling fans are fucking retarded, but the dude puts over everybody. He always does the right thing. Yeah, and he's great. He's fucking... Fuck it. So that was amazing. Oh, one motherfucker ruined it when Daniel Bryan won. This motherfucker with a sign. Fucking put the sign up in front of the goddamn camera shot. The shot of Daniel Bryan holding the titles. Look, you motherfuckers who go to these wrestling events. If it's the fucking moment that everyone's sharing, and you see your section of the audience up on the Titantron, you don't fucking hold your sign up in front of the fucking moment just to get some attention directed to your ass and your stupid name. No one gives a shit about... Jesus fucking Christ, that pissed me off, okay? Because it's Daniel Bryan's big moment. It's our moment. It's the whole universe. Did I really just use their buzzword? The WWE universe? It's all the fans sharing this amazing moment that we've been waiting so long for, and some motherfucker in the audience has to fucking have the fucking sign in front of the hole for attention, holding it in front of the... That shit pissed me off, but it was amazing. It was a fantastic fucking show. Everything was great. Roddy Piper shaking hands with Mr. T, that was fucking great. Fucking... It was great. It was great. Oh. It was great. These are fucking great. So, final thoughts on WrestleMania. Is it running out of... I can't even tell. Final thoughts on WrestleMania. You know, over the last couple weeks, Triple H kept saying this new buzzword, we're in the reality era now. You know, I always hate it when they try to introduce buzzwords like that and call it, oh, this is this era, and I hate that shit. But last night, the WWE put their money where their mouth is in terms of this being a new era, or the beginning of something new, you know? Last night couldn't have been more... Oh my God, my fucking life. I wish I were fucking dead. This is my life. I try to fucking record something simple. I try to do a simple thing. And the fucking, you know, every time the camera is out of batteries, or it's out of space, or people are talking, or people are walking, or running around, I try to do my job, and a simple fucking thing, like recording a fucking wrestling vlog, takes me all fucking day because of this shit. It's fucking Raw's almost on. By the time I get this out, fucking Raw will have been on, and the whole thing will just be redundant and meaningless, and no one will care, and it's all for nothing. It's all... Jesus. Fucking Christ. Why me? You know, and you people wonder why I am the way I am. This is why. Jesus. Fucking... WrestleMania was fucking fantastic. It was a great show. Everything was great. All the young guys got put over. Everyone goes home happy. Everything good happened. The Undertaker losing the match was the perfect way to signify the end of one era. And Daniel Bryan winning his match was the perfect way to signify the beginning of a new era. It was a great show. It was fantastic. It was one of the best WrestleManias in a long fucking time. And everyone fucking complaining about it is a mark and a retard and a retarded mark. Deal with it.